What are soft skills? Let's start with those.
It's about communication.
Team
Drums, guitar, and piano.
Let's form a band.
Yeah.
Medium rare skills.
Was he a rapper?
What skills might be important in the future? Hello, guys. Welcome back to another episode of the Big Apple School Podcast, where the goal of this show is to help you improve your English listening skills. So my name is Ben. I'm from London, and today we have 3 participants. Our first participant is
Natalya.
Second,
Ugur.
and last but not least, we have
Olga.
Welcome back, guys. So, what's new this week? What's going on? It's really cold here in Novosibirsk.
Oh yeah,
Right.
finally it's winter.
Absolutely
It's
freezing.
Beautiful.
I think today is, minus 13?
Yeah, yeah.
Even
about
16.
16
wow.
even.
Yeah.
A
wow.
lucky number 16.
Cool.
Nice.
It's gonna be lower next week, I guess. Like
Yeah,
around minus
absolutely.
20 or something.
20 or 30 even, or something like that.
Mhm,
Yeah.
Yay.
When you first came
It's
here,
beautiful.
well, you came here last
Last year,
last
December.
winter. What
Uh-huh.
was the coldest you've experienced last year?
Last year was around January, and the minimum was minus 42.
In
Oh,
Novosibirsk.
but-
Sorry,
Really?
32. Sorry,
32.
sorry,
Okay,
42.
yeah.
You
Pretty
said
cold,
you
though.
saw 42, I guess, right?
No, I didn't go outside. The coldest I was outside, I think it was minus 34.
34.
I think
Alright.
last winter was pretty warm actually.
But
So,
there
I mean,
were
the
some
winter-
cold days anyway.
Just not so cold.
The
It's
winter
like-
before last was pretty
Yeah,
chilly.
yeah. It was like up to minus, I don't know, 40, 42 or something like that.
Okay.
So
I got
you
a
must
picture.
remember that. I
Yeah,
think.
because I got a picture under the digital sign, which said
Mhm.
minus 34.
34.
I was pretty proud.
32.
34. 34.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, welcome winter. Even though in Russia it's not
Yay.
officially winter.
I mean, we still have like a couple of weeks, something.
Mm-hmm.
Like around December
Yeah,
or
yeah, yeah.
mid-December or something.
No,
Doesn't it start on the 1st of December?
I mean, it's supposed to, yeah, but it always starts earlier. Novosibirsk at least.
What else is new?
Mm.
I helped an old lady yesterday. I
Oh.
was really proud of myself.
Yeah.
I was checking the mail in my apartment,
Mhm.
and all of a sudden I heard "Молодой человек," young man, and I thought, oh, that's nice. She thinks I'm a young man.
Oh, I'm still young.
I'm still young.
We are still young. Yeah, you couldn't be. Yeah.
And I said, yeah, how can I help you? And I always appreciate any opportunity I can try to practice Russian. So I was like, oh, great, time to help. And she could not open her post box. She was a new resident to the building I live in.
Mhm.
And it turned out that she was trying to open the wrong post box.
Oh.
And her own post box, she still couldn't open it. So she got me to rip open the door
Whoa.
of her post box. She said, come on, Mushina. Come on, man, use your strength.
Wow. Okay.
what
I
happened-
sure it was
yeah.
hers actually. Maybe she
I
just
hope
wanted
it
you
was.
to
Because
Get
now
something,
you can't
yeah.
close.
Oh.
Okay.
But she asked me specifically, and all right, so
Do it. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe she saw something nice then. She's like, yeah, I want this later.
She was so obsessed with her mailbox, I guess. That's why.
exactly, yeah. But what happened was, I don't even know the word in English. It's the metal lock mechanism. It's not a very complicated lock. It's just like a lock which kind of holds
Pin,
on.
one pin or something.
Maybe it's not like a pin even. It's just a simple key, and it's kind of like a handle inside.
Size.
Ah, yeah,
like
yeah.
a little metal piece.
Exactly, a metal piece, and it was
It's the
just
same thing. It's
Yeah.
like a
It was-
lock.
and it was just not coming up, and
Oh.
basically I had to to rip it and bend this metal
Oh,
piece.
wow.
And it
Okay.
wasn't like that difficult. It wasn't like some.
It's pretty
bolts.
thin, I think.
Yeah.
So it's not so hard to.
Yeah.
bend.
Well, maybe I might participate in the world's strongest man competition.
You should try it.
Maybe, but yeah, it was pretty easy. It was just like a little tin thing. So I was really proud. Helped this old lady.
Yeah. And you understood everything she was saying.
Yes, I was really proud actually.
Yeah,
yeah.
I understand.
I was really happy.
It's always really
Nice.
like motivating.
And she asked me for a pen so she can write her mailbox number on the
On the box.
Exactly.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
So
That's great.
Yeah.
Yay.
Have you ever helped a babushka before?
Yeah, of course.
Sure.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, I guess I also did it
Oh, yeah?
without talking. Yeah.
In Russia.
Oh, cool.
In here, yeah, I
Oh, wow.
opened the doors and she was just carrying all the bags, the
Mhm.
shopping
Aw.
bags, and
Mhm.
she smiled. I smiled back. That was it. Yeah,
That's nice.
without any kind of conversation.
Uh-huh.
So I helped the lady.
Nice.
It's kind of a competition, you know?
Right.
Two men. I also help babushka, you know?
Babushka, yeah. I
Without
know
even
that.
speaking.
Grandma, it's
Yeah,
grandma,
yeah,
right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Old lady.
But
I'm
we just-
learning.
You have to say babushka.
Mhm. Yeah.
So, listeners, let us know if you have any babushka helping stories. We want to find the real superheroes out there. Maybe it's not
Bets
just
are on, yeah.
exactly. Maybe it's not just in Novosibirsk we have superheroes like me.
Yeah. Yeah. And
Ugur.
Ugur.
Right.
Join the competition. All right, guys. Well, I just want to welcome some of our new followers. We have Alexandra, who subscribed to us for 6 months to our after show. So welcome, Alexandra. We also have Victoria, who I believe I met in the speaking club.
Mhm.
And she is now part of our special private chat on Telegram. And also, I want to address a little comment. So we have Yelena Sherbinina. So thank you very much for your comment. She said, I love your podcast. 3 months ago, I could understand a little, but now I feel how much better my listening has become. You are the best. Well,
Oh,
Yeah.
Elena, you are the
Thank
best.
No.
we know, but thank you.
Thank you very much. Well, Elena, let us know how you listen to the podcast. Do you listen to it when you're running, or do you listen to it? Do you give it your full concentration? Let us know. I'm interested how you improve. So thank you so much for listening to us. We really much appreciate it. And also, guys, if you don't know, you can listen to our podcast on Apple, so Apple Podcasts, on Yandex, on VK, and of course, you can see the video version on YouTube. And of course, after this show, we have an after show. So if you subscribe to our private chat, then you can get access to this after show. And of course, you can get access to a vocabulary list of all the words in this podcast. So you can definitely improve your English, and you can see the video footage of us backstage. And of course, in this private chat on Telegram, you can communicate directly with us and with other teachers at the Big Apple School. So this is a great opportunity for you to practice your written English or your spoken English if you want to leave voice messages.
Mm-hmm.
And do not be afraid to start conversation. We have a guy in the chat, Ruslan. He's very active and
Yeah.
he's definitely getting a lot of good practice there. So hello again, Ruslan. We love your comments.
Hey,
Keep them
Ruslan.
coming.
Absolutely.
He's brought a lot of funny memes.
Mhm.
And recently he did an ASMR recording
Right.
for us.
Mhm.
So in the previous podcast, we talked about sounds. And ASMR is this funny. Well, I find them creepy. but
Kind of, yeah.
but Ruslan, you did a good ASMR one. So thank you for trying to bring us peace to our life. So yeah, keep on talking. And also, I want to say a special thank you to Anastasia, who guessed the topic of honesty and lying for one of our previous podcasts. And also, make suggestions for future podcast topics that you might have. If you want to hear a special vocab topic, let us know. We want to help you out. All right, guys. Well, are you skilled people? Are you
Of
skilled
course.
I guess
Of
so.
course.
at helping babushki? Are you skilled?
You're skilled,
That's the most
yeah.
important skill, obviously.
Yes. Well, today we're going to be talking about skills.
Mhm,
So yeah.
mhm.
So opening post boxes is
It's a skill.
Well, yeah.
It's a skill, yeah, of course.
is a skill.
Mhm.
Well, what comes to mind other than opening post boxes when you hear the word skills? What words
Silence.
could you associate? Competency,
Knowledge?
knowledge.
Mhm.
Yep.
Ability.
hmm And I guess you can divide skills into 2 groups. You have soft skills
Mhm.
and hard
Hard
skills.
skills.
Mhm.
What are soft skills? Let's start with those.
It's about communication.
So like non-technical skills.
Yeah.
Yeah, non-technical
Mhm.
skills, so
Mhm.
people skills.
Mhm.
Mhm.
And how do you get good at soft skills?
Communicating.
Communication.
Practicing.
Yeah. Problem solving,
Mhm.
crisis management. You can
Mhm.
include
So-
all those.
Yeah, that's why lots of people actually go to to schools and universities. I've heard lots of students telling me like, oh, like teachers don't teach us anything at school. But, all the time I keep telling them, but you go there to actually like improve your soft skills so that you know how to communicate with people, you know how to solve problems again. Yeah. How to negotiate with some teachers, for example, as well.
Exactly.
So yeah.
To cheat also,
Yeah, it's kind of, it's actually a skill. It's, so yeah.
Yeah, doing
Cheating
tests.
is a skill, yes.
Yeah. Sure, you
Lying
have
is
to
also
know.
a skill.
Yeah, you have to know how to do that.
I believe it's
Sure.
really difficult in Russia. Don't you have video cameras when you sit your exams?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
A lot of cameras, as I know. Yeah.
So where are they located? Is it directly above
I have
you?
no idea.
Like
Actually.
I guess in the corners or like
Yeah,
it's somewhere like above like near the ceilings.
Well, what would a skilled cheater do?
Yeah, I actually have a student and she told me she has, like specific, I don't know, methods how to cheat successfully. So, for example, she has, this script note or whatever it's called. And every time a teacher
A
is
cheat sheet. Yeah.
cheat
Yeah, but
sheet,
you also
yeah.
wait. What did you say? You said
script note.
I think you can say that
Yeah,
something
yeah.
like that. Something notes.
Yeah. Cheat note.
Yeah.
Also sounds good.
Yeah.
And every time a teacher looks at her, she asks a question. So, for example, she's like, copying from this note, and suddenly she's like, "Hey, can I ask you something?" And immediately, the teacher thinks, okay, she's a good student. She asks questions, so it means she would never cheat.
Right.
So yeah, and it's her, like way to cheat. So
I think I might know the student. Did we share the student before?
yeah.
Okay,
Go on,
okay.
yeah,
Instead of
spoke about,
focusing that kind of
Actually,
technique,
she
why
left.
didn't
Imagine,
she
I was
just?
really sad.
Oh, she
Yeah, sorry,
left.
sorry.
I'm sorry. Well,
Yeah, she has to prepare for exams. So
maybe she doesn't need to study English anymore because she could just
Yeah.
cheat in her.
yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, and she already has like C1.
Yeah,
plus,
she's got a
I would
high
say.
level.
Yeah, she's like she has good intuition.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
she doesn't need to cheat.
Yeah,
much,
yeah.
really.
Maybe she's listening to us.
Exactly.
Probably not. Probably not. But okay.
Yes.
You were saying something.
No. Instead of focusing on the technique, and why didn't she just study that thing so it would be much more easier?
Exactly.
No, it's actually harder,
Huh?
I think, for some people to do that.
That's I don't know. I always failed when I tried to cheat. That's why. So
was just-
I'm not a good
I
cheater.
don't like it.
Yeah.
Me
I'd
too.
rather
I
just
can't,
learn by
actually.
heart.
I don't know how to do it. I tried it once.
We're honest people.
Yeah. I failed.
Well, I remember in the UK, when I was doing maths exams, one of the most common way of cheating was using the calculator cover to hide information
Oh, yeah.
inside it.
Yeah.
Inside of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so,
Mm.
or another way was having a bottle of water
Yeah.
and then
right.
the label
Yeah.
writes all the formulae
Yeah.
on the back of the
Label.
Mhm.
Yeah, I
different
think
techniques.
Yeah. I almost never cheated, I think. Yeah. Yeah, I remember
Same here.
it was at the university and I had like really high boots, and I put some, again, cheat notes there. Yeah, but I was so, I was panicking.
Nervous, right? Yeah.
Really. I was like, my hands were shaking. Like I was taking out this note and I was like, God, the teacher's looking at me. Even when the teacher left, for a couple of minutes, I was like, she's going to come back. And I was like, oh my God, I was so nervous. So then I decided
Not
I'd
to do
better
that,
just,
yeah.
learn by heart.
Mm-hmm.
It's much easier, just.
Would you call cheating a soft skill or a hard skill? I would say it's a hard skill.
Yeah. Because
It's
it's
kind
not
of
about
professional.
communication. But again, I think it's also a soft skill because you have to understand the
Yeah.
reaction of other people.
Right.
So it's also psychology of some kind,
Mm-hmm.
I guess.
All right. Well, what other skills can people have?
Creative skills,
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, we had a podcast about creativity
Yeah.
before. So,
my favorite, I think.
so yeah, check it out in
Yeah.
our podcast list.
Do you count manipulation as a soft skill?
Of course.
Good question.
I think, yeah.
Maybe it's both.
Yeah. And
How
hard
come?
skill too, I guess.
Well, because an FBI interrogator would
Yeah.
need to
Mhm.
know how to manipulate.
But how is it
someone.
a hard skill?
Because you might have to go to school to learn how to.
Yeah, you can
manipulate someone.
actually
Okay, you can-
study that.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah.
Mhm.
Mhm.
So are you manipulative people?
No.
We're teachers. We have to be able to manipulate
Yeah, it depends.
It'd be,
in a good way. You
it'd
know,
be
of
good to
course.
manipulate.
Well, if we're talking about good ways for
Yes.
like teaching
I mean, it's still
purposes,
manipulating, you know?
yeah, it can be.
I mean, we have this power, but we use it for good, you know?
Mhm.
We're like Jedis or something.
Like in the Star Wars universe, we
Yeah.
have a good side. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So creativity, manipulation. What about driving?
I can drive. I don't know.
Hard skill.
Hard skill.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. So you can drive?
Mm-mm.
You can't
I
drive?
can't.
I can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I know you were in Vietnam and you had to
Yeah.
ride a lot of mopeds.
Mopeds.
Oh, yeah. I
scooters,
drove that
and-
too.
Yeah.
I mean, I can ride a moped, you know, but not a car. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Can you? Can drive?
No. I've been thinking of having driving license for, I guess, 2 years, but I still like can
Actually,
do
I
that.
I
passed-
tried it.
Yeah, I tried. I tried actually. I went to, you know, the courses.
Uh-huh.
I actually drove a car like for a long time. I almost passed the exams, but then I had to go to China and I didn't have time to pass it.
Oh,
So and then I just gave it up kind of.
so it's like you didn't finish it. Right?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I finished the course. I finished all the, you know, driving hours. So I like did all of it, but I didn't have time to pass it. I mean, I tried to pass it like 3 times, I think, but it's not enough.
Sure.
So,
Mhm.
yeah. Like I know people who try to do it like for 5 times, for 10 times, 15 times. So
What's the most difficult part of it? Is it the parallel parking?
No. I did all the, you know, there are like 2 parts.
In the
so one
Russian
is,
one,
you know, technical skills. So you have to, park the car or, I don't know, do some, I don't know, I'm not sure how to call them.
Maneuvers.
Maneuvers, or something like that. But then you have to go to a city and then actually drive. And there, I got really stressed. And I made like really stupid mistakes. Like, for example, there is, for example, an intersection. Yeah. And there is a car going and I'm also going.
Mm.
And the person's like, I mean, the instructor or?
Yeah,
The instructor,
or the examiner. Yeah.
He's examiner, I think.
Yeah, but
He's
instructor
like,
too.
what the
Yeah.
hell are you doing? Like,
You should
why?
wait.
Yes. And I'm like, I can't. So,
But I feel uncomfortable when I drive automatic car. I'm not used to it. So only manual. I should
Yeah, I
drive
was passing the manual one.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
Because learning manual is like a skill in and of
yeah,
itself.
yeah,
Sure.
yeah, exactly. Always.
clutch and everything and the
Yeah.
gearbox and everything. Yeah.
And so how hard is it to get a driving license in Turkey? Does it take a lot of skill?
Okay. You have one course like a 3 months for a theoretical,
Mm-hmm.
the engine, the traffic, and the first aid.
Mm-hmm.
And
first aid?
Yeah, the
No way.
basic
That's great.
first aid.
We just
yeah,
had one
CPR
class
and
for that.
everything, and like how to intervene in an accident or the person
That's cool.
who's injured or what.
No way.
whatever.
I did that. That's pretty good that they have that.
And then you have 2 parts of driving exam. Like one is in a specific field.
Same. Yeah.
And
Or like
one
a
is in
course, like a special driving.
driving, yeah.
Yeah.
And one is in the traffic, actual traffic.
Same
your
thing
instructor. Yeah,
here.
same
Yeah.
in Russia, I guess,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, in England, it's just you do the theory test and you just drive on the road.
Oh, well,
That's
You
it.
have to do all your practice on the
Much
roads,
easier.
like the maneuvers and
The
stuff
maneuver
on the
I guess.
roads.
Mm.
Same with America,
Mhm.
theory test and practical test.
Mhm.
I guess in America it's much easier to pass.
I've got a little story actually because I had to do my license in England and a license in America,
Oh, wow.
which is kind of crazy because they don't. Because I lived in America for a bit and you needed to get a local license there. British test is much harder actually, and I was really proud. I passed this first time,
Wow.
really proud. Went to America, all cocky, thinking I'm going to pass this test, and I passed the theory test, no problem. You just read the rules; it's not too difficult. And then I was in the test, the practical test, driving on the road, and I saw this sign which said speed bumps 15 miles per hour. And I was driving in a residential area. And normally in residential areas in America, the limit is 25 miles per hour, which is about 40 kilometers an hour. So I thought, okay, I saw this sign, 15 miles per hour. Let's just keep it down to 15, which is really slow, but I see the sign. Let's make the examiner impressed. Show him that I'm a careful babushka driver. And I went 50 miles per hour. And then we were pulling in phrasal verb to pull in, which means to stop at the side of the road. So I pulled in after the test, and the examiner said, you almost passed, but I have to fail you because you were driving 15 miles per hour. And I said, I'm sorry, but I saw these signs. And I wanted to show to you that I'm a careful driver and that I'm not going to be a reckless driver. He said, no, you have to go 15 over the humps and then 25 and then 15. And then I thought, this is
speed up,
this guy's crazy.
Down on the bump and then speed up again, right?
Absolutely crazy. Absolutely
doesn't
crazy.
make any sense.
I would understand maybe take like a little minor point off. So
make it bounce maybe.
It's not like a fail. It's not like I wasn't looking at the mirrors. Or,
exactly. It's not like a major
or hit a cat
thing.
or something.
Oh.
So
Don't say that.
yeah, well, I'm sorry, but that's that would fail you if you did something like that.
Person, yeah.
So
yeah, sorry, you didn't pass. You crossed a person. So yeah.
I love cats too. Okay, don't worry.
Okay, no offense taken.
All right. So what other skills? Driving.
Musical instrument, maybe?
Yeah.
Playing musical
Do you
instrument.
play any
I
instrument?
used to.
Like what?
Drums.
Drums, yeah.
Drums.
With that. Really? You also play drums?
Team
Drums, guitar, and piano.
Let's form a band then.
Let's do that. Why not?
And then we'll play the ukulele, you know.
Okay. So, what is it?
Ukulele.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. So you're going to play that
Okay.
one. I'm going to sing. You're going to play drums.
And who is the guitarist?
Ben. You have no
you can play
choice.
something,
Yeah.
you know.
No, I'll just get some elastic bands and
That will work.
That works.
Will be like,
Yeah.
some kind of ethnic or what is it?
But you
like?
also have, this thing like...
Yeah.
That's what I
I
was
don't know how to
thinking.
I
call
don't
it
know.
in Russian in any language, actually. It's like dun, dun.
Yeah. Right.
Yes.
I have that at
Goes
home.
up and down.
Oh, I wanted to buy one. Yeah, but I didn't.
You can buy like in Altai, for
Anywhere.
example.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So we
That's
bought
what I
it
always-
there. Yeah.
But you know
can
what?
order
I don't
it.
remember any of the rudiments or any stick control. It was like 15 years ago. I need to practice. If
But
we
it's
have
skill
to.
that you
Yeah,
never
yeah.
actually
Yeah.
lose.
That's
so.
the
I
thing
need to
about
sharpen
skills,
it a little
yeah.
bit.
That's it, yeah.
You can get them back. It's like riding a motorcycle.
It's like when people learn how to ride a bike,
Yes.
so they
That's what I
can
was thinking about,
ride it for years, but then they just have to ride it for some time, and the skill gets back.
Backpack.
Yes.
So, what do you think? Like, is it hard or soft skill?
riding a bike.
Like,
Hard skill,
you
I
know?
think.
Yeah, maybe I would say medium rare.
Why?
Medium rare skill.
So why?
Because it involves communication with.
Not necessarily, I think.
Well, usually I remember when I was a kid, my dad was like, "Yeah, Ben, ride your bike."
Oh.
I think I was 6 years old, and it involves some kind of communication.
Some emotional support in a way.
Emotional support.
You can pedal it.
You can do that. Go.
Pedal it.
Emotional support.
Soft skill, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, but still, I think it's my butt. Hard skills,
yeah.
I would say.
Well,
Me too. Yeah.
you're not gonna raise a mujik,
Yes,
like a big
go
man.
it.
So, so bicycles. How old were you when you learned how to ride a bike?
Oh, God.
And so it was in my childhood. I don't know. I was maybe 8 years old or
Yeah,
9, about that
Probably the
age.
same.
Yeah.
I was 5. Like I used to cycle at tree cycle.
Yeah, yeah, me
like
too.
Oh, yeah.
And then I upgraded to
Yeah,
bicycle.
sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was
Yeah.
tree cycle.
Yeah. So no training wheels anymore. Yeah, you've taken your.
Like a real man.
You
Yeah.
take the keys and just sit on that. And just,
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I remember I learned when I was a kid in the park. Yeah,
With lots of bruises and scratches all of your legs.
it was so exciting though. I remember,
Yeah.
I still actually remember it. Not amazingly, but I still remember like the act of keeping it balanced. It was
Oh,
quite
yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
So balance is a skill in and of
Skill.
itself.
Yeah.
Can you skateboard? Can you surf? Can you ski?
I tried all
I
of it.
tried.
Me too.
Yeah.
But it seems like no one could do that.
I tried snowboarding, but after I had an accident and all the pins inside my
God.
leg,
Yeah.
I had 32
Oh,
metal pins, and then I couldn't. So yeah.
So was it because of snowboarding?
No, it was because of the speeding with the motorbike. Yeah, twice,
Okay.
and once with the car. So total 3 times the same leg.
32 pins.
Yeah.
So they stay in your leg for life.
Life, yeah.
Oh.
Damn.
I'm
Can
the
you feel
favorite.
them?
I'm the favorite person in airports, you know. So
Yeah, yeah.
Are they
Right.
like big pins or?
like pins and the metal. I have one rod starting from my hip to my kneecap,
Gosh.
and then
way.
lots of small, medium, and big pins. Yeah,
Can you
32
feel them?
in total.
Can you feel them like?
Sometimes, yeah.
Oh my God.
If I have to sit like suddenly, I feel it on my hip.
Well, speaking of skills, that's something a very skilled doctor or surgeon. must
Yeah,
have
they
had.
did a
For
good
sure.
job. They did a good job. Yeah.
So when the skilled surgeon
Mhm.
laid you down,
Mhm.
were you completely unconscious when he put the pins inside you?
No, under anesthesia.
So you were unconscious, under anesthesia. Yeah.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I know the pain, so I know how it feels. Yeah. The broken bone is the worst pain that I've ever had. Yeah.
Oh, touch wood, I've never broken a bone.
Yeah,
touch
man.
wood, I don't want to.
Don't do that. I don't recommend it. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, speaking of doctors, especially
Of course.
yeah,
Surgeons,
surgeons, doctors. Yeah, that's a serious skill too.
Yeah.
chiropractors.
Obviously
too.
hard skills.
Would you have experience with
Yeah,
chiropractors?
no, for my back.
Oh.
Like a therapy after the surgeries. So like 6 months, I had to just sit as straight as possible in order to just balance my posture in a way.
Mm-hmm.
And I visited lots of times the chiropractors. So they're great, you know. They know where they push, where they need to push or pull, and you feel completely relaxed after that.
But you're doing better now, right?
Yeah, I'm all right. I'm completely. It was like 15 years ago, like 13 years ago or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
I am that old, man. Yeah.
It's all right.
Yeah, but I'm okay right now. Yeah.
Yeah. So how long does it take to become a surgeon?
Oh God.
8
a
years.
lot.
8 years?
Mhm. As far as I know.
Maybe even longer.
I think
maybe.
it's even longer.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you have to practice also and.
In Turkey, 6 years in the school, in medicine school, medical school,
Yeah,
sorry. And 2 years after that, you had to have your specialty, like a surgeon.
Yeah.
After 8 years, you have to choose your practice area, like general surgeon, aesthetic surgeon, brain surgeon, or cardiovascular, or
Of course,
whatever.
because you worked at a plastic,
Yeah.
a plastic surgery
Surgeon,
clinic.
hospital.
Or hospital, yeah.
Yeah, it was hospital.
So how does one become a plastic surgeon? What skills do they need?
All right. All of the plastic surgeons that I work with, they are so narcissistic. So they thought they
Really?
are...
Yeah, God complex probably.
Yeah, so they were like, all right, I am the artist, not doctor.
Whoa.
First,
Yeah.
I see
God.
like an artistic expression on the human body. Then I decide, mix my skills that I learned in medical school. So I'm an artist.
So maybe they do need some kind of soft skills here, yeah? Like,
But you know what? You can't fight with that ego. So you say, all right, whatever you say, man, you're right in a way. So they're like, they feel like godlike status in a way. So it is fun, but yeah, I don't know.
Well, you mean it's fun, like working there, or
Yeah, it was fun.
funny or fun?
Both. I've seen a lot, man. Believe me, I've seen a lot. So lots of different stories, lots of different like funny things.
But did the place you work at, did they help people who had like burns on their face?
Yes.
And
So
it wasn't just like
not like
vanity.
the cosmetic thing. It was also like a reconstructive surgery as well, like the burn victims or like traffic accidents that they lost the half of their faces or whatever.
Yeah.
Or the skin grafting or whatever.
Yeah.
So
and you've seen it all.
all of them. Yeah, I was in this. My office was just next to the OT, so operating theater. So
what exactly were you doing there? It was something about.
I was the field operations manager, and I was dealing with all the travel itinerary of the patients coming from abroad, like in other cities, like in Europe.
Because a lot of people come to Turkey as a high quality.
Exactly. And when it's compared with European countries, it's cheaper and the quality is higher than Europe. So that's why that was one of the biggest.
So would you get a lot of people from England?
Yeah, a majority was from India. Like a 75-76%. They were from England, and the rest is like other European countries, like continental Europe.
Cool.
And what about Russia?
No. Do you think Russian people need plastic surgery?
I don't know.
I don't think so. I haven't got any Russian patient from here or surrounding
I think there's a lot
Slavic
There's a lot
countries.
of plastic surgery clinics here, I think, in Russia.
Yeah, and it's not so expensive.
They have a lot of skilled Russian surgeons here as well.
I haven't had any patients like throughout 5 years.
Yeah.
I haven't had. I don't know.
Cool.
But I had a couple of Russian guys who came for the hair transplantation.
A heart transplant.
Hair transplant.
Hair transplants. Okay.
It's pretty common in Turkey, I've heard.
Yeah. So
that's an interesting skill to have, to take millions of little hairs
and hair follicles on the back of your hair, like the.
So they transform it, like
transport this is the donor area on the back of your head, and they pick one by one all the hair follicles.
Like, get thinner here. I mean, if you take them from the back of your head,
this is the strongest hair follicles on your head.
Okay, so you don't get bald here.
No. So it's kind of replaceable.
Oh,
so,
okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So then you move the donor area to your balding area. Then all you need to wait like 3 months or something, and they regrow.
Whoa, cool.
It's
That's
kind
nice.
of magic, yeah.
Nice.
Plastic surgery really is a mix of like creative and hard skills.
But also creep.
I have lots of documentation. If you like, guys, I can share you one day before and after photos, and you're gonna be amazed.
Is that legal?
Yeah, I can make them legal. Just blurring their faces, so that would be all right. So,
okay, all right. Yeah.
Don't worry. We're in Russia, so I have no obligation.
Yeah, obviously.
I was back in Turkey. So
was it
I'm in
mainly
Russia.
like successful, or
They're successful? And
all of them were successful?
like most of them. But like Ben said, the reconstructives are not that easy to process because you have a burned body and you need to reshape it out of scratch. So that was kind of tricky.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
So what other skills can we talk about? Plastic surgery is a pretty interesting skill. Yeah. Being a teacher, is that a skill?
I think,
Well, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people have to go to school for it. Yeah.
Being a teacher, that's a nice thing.
Well, let's talk about another type of skill, emotional intelligence. Are you emotionally intelligent people?
We're teachers, of course we are.
So we
Of
should
course,
be.
This is our biggest thing.
But what is emotional intelligence?
It's empathy, understanding other people's needs, like how they feel. So what you can do about that, if you can improve it, if you can make them feel better, to learn something, or just to make them feel better. So.
And are there any professions where you don't need emotional intelligence? Let's say if you're like, I can't be bothered with this emotional intelligence stuff. Let me find a job. What job would you?
IT probably.
Maybe.
Well, where you do have to work with people, I guess.
Yeah,
That's it. So in every job that, involves speaking to people or
communication.
Yeah, just communication. Yeah,
what do you think about being an artist?
Artist?
You need to, have emotional intelligence or not?
Sure, I guess
Why?
so.
Maybe not. Maybe not.
But if you are on the stage, you still communicate with people. So why not?
But if you have an agent.
No, I'm talking about like live concerts.
This one.
You are
bandmates and the audience, you mean,
and
right?
you're responsible for audience
Depends
if
on
you're on the
what kind of
scene, because
artist you are.
like you can make the crowd go wild, or you can stop if you like see that someone is having like
stage presence, right?
So so you have like kind of big responsibility there. So have you heard of what is it? I don't remember, the festival that happened in the USA where people, like 10 people died.
Which one?
I think I heard something like that.
No.
That sounds good.
I don't remember the name of the artist, but it happened while...
Was he a rapper? Yeah, I heard it, I guess.
Was it a stampede, like where loads of people were?
Yeah.
I guess.
I think I've heard something about it.
So again, and lots of people blame him for not being responsible. So maybe we can say that
They blame
I think
him.
I saw this actually in the news. It was quite
what
recently.
is it? Like Astonic. I don't remember the name of the concert.
Yeah.
But it was a huge deal back then. So again, like I guess this person, may not have seen or didn't feel like it's time to stop. So this happened.
Maybe he was just smoking drugs. And
I don't know.
Maybe he was enjoying it, It's like, okay,
Possible,
people are dying.
Yeah, but it was
because of my art.
but it was a big
It's
tragedy.
me,
for sure.
yeah. Well, it's definitely good PR for him.
yeah. Black PR, also kind.
Yeah.
Can we say that? Can we say that?
Maybe
Black
not.
PR. Maybe not. Maybe we're not supposed to. Okay, sorry.
Oh dear.
That escalated quickly. Yeah, but that's okay. That's all right.
Yeah.
Life,
Okay.
call it.
Yeah. Well, so you said, so how did you define emotional intelligence again?
Empathy.
Empathy.
The very
So-
first thing.
Yeah.
So yes.
Yeah.
So that's, why is empathy important?
Yeah. But you were speaking about performers. I was speaking about, artists who stayed home. They just paint something. They just write, maybe, And do they actually need that?
Well, again, if you don't communicate, like I think it's okay.
Probably
like,
not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you say Hitler was emotionally intelligent?
I think he
Actually,
He was really.
You if you have emotional intelligence, you know how to lead people, and he definitely
Yeah,
You felt the crowd.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean you're good. Yeah, it means you understand what to do.
So we're not saying like he's good, right? but he knew how to do stuff.
Obviously,
for sure.
to lead so many people
In a
after
negative
him.
way, yeah.
Yeah, obviously.
A negative way.
Yes.
Yeah.
So emotional intelligence can psychopaths be emotionally intelligent?
That's what actually people say that
They don't have empathy.
Absolutely.
They understand with their brain.
Their brain.
Yeah. So, for example, they understand if I do this, the person will react. Yeah, but it doesn't mean they feel it. So they just kind of coldly, reasonably understand
They don't
how
have
to do it.
that kind of judgment. All right,
Yeah.
what happens if I do this? So let me try and see.
They lack, this amygdala. Yeah, I read a lot of books about psychopaths.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite? I like them too. Yeah, who's your favorite?
No, it was not about people, specifically, but about like the phenomenon.
Okay.
So like why people become
act that crime.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. And
Act in
it's
that way.
because it's from their birth, actually.
Mhm.
So it's not how they became like that, but it may be trauma also, but usually it's about amygdala, which hasn't developed or didn't develop. So
The question stands still.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite?
Do you have your favorite?
Yeah, I can say Jeffrey Dahmer.
Oh.
There you
Yeah.
have a Netflix series.
The
about,
Netflix series
Mhm.
too, and I also watched the documentary on YouTube, like
And have you
longer
seen
than-
the movie?
the movie.
Yeah, they have the movie like about his history of life, I guess, or something like that.
No,
So
really?
I don't remember the name of it, but you should check it.
I watched the series on Netflix.
But it's not about serious. Like
Mm.
I don't know,
Okay.
it was. I don't remember the year when it came out, but yeah, there's-
Ted Bundy was also kind of maybe
Who's that?
Ted Bundy.
Sounds
He's one
familiar.
of the first American serial killers.
So he was very skilled at killing people.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
can also
Oh,
say
gosh.
that. Yeah. Ed Kemper. Anyways, all right. So this is another story, right?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
still thinking about who my favorite one is.
Mhm.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Well, let us know in the comments, guys. Who's
Who's your favorite
serial
psychopath?
killer, yeah, or psychopath.
Psycho
you know,
or serial killer.
Yeah.
Let us know.
We're really curious. Yeah.
All right. Well, what skills might be important in the future? Coding is everyone codes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe there's going to be too many coders. There will be too many coders in the future.
Might be.
What are we going to do with all these coders?
Actually, one of the students of mine said that probably some of the coders will be obsolete. Because, yeah, you know, the machines will like program themselves. So, and we will not need so many, you know. So maybe it's not so, you know, necessary in the future, I guess.
What will be necessary maybe in 50 years, everyone's going to have no job. And
Exactly.
We're
So
just
maybe all we will have is just soft skills, you know.
yeah, we're all just going to sit on soft bean bags
and think about how we feel.
and let robots deal with all the skills.
Yeah, be like, okay, today I feel a little bit better. Yeah, so thanks to this machine and that machine.
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds good.
Why not?
Any other skills you can think of?
Hmm.
But what skills would you like to be good at? I would love to be good at fixing cars. That would
Mechanic.
I would love to be a
Okay.
mechanic. It would be, but I just don't have a garage or all the tools.
I understand what you mean. Yeah,
Cool.
to me, it's always seemed, you know, really complicated. You know, all this electricity stuff, all this. I don't know. For example, my dad, my father, my father, my brother. Yeah, all of these people, you know. My dad, my daddy, my father. Yeah, all of these.
Pops.
Pops as well. Yeah. Okay, yeah. My brother and my dad, they're really good at, you know, engineering, at, you know, electricity, all these things, wires, and so on. And I've always been, you know, fascinated about this because it seemed like super difficult. And they kind of taught me a little bit. I remember even going to, you know, this kind of course about how to make, I'm not sure how to call them. It's like, you know, when you connect a lot of wires and
Wiring.
yeah. And you kind of make, for example, a lamp light, you know, something like that. So, and it really fascinates me. And I think I would like to understand how it works. I mean, I do kind of, but it's so complicated, I think.
Yeah, electricity is also a dangerous thing as well.
Right,
so
yeah, exactly.
to mess with.
Nice.
Yeah, I'd love to learn how to fix cars. What else?
I would love to learn how to paint, like in good pictures.
Yeah.
Kind of.
It was one of my
paintings.
dreams,
so
actually. But
That's
then I
kind of
learned how to.
fascinating, but I'm so terrible. My biggest creation is like the stick man. That's it. So
It's a skill. You can always learn it. I used to be terrible. Like, I know.
you need to train.
Yeah,
your,
like
So that's kind of hard
2020.
skill.
Skill,
You just
exactly.
have to know how
Have
to
to
do
know.
that. That's it.
Exactly. It's a pure skill.
Mhm.
Like the more time you spend doing it, the
Yeah,
easier it
yeah.
gets. Yeah, I used to be really terrible. I wasn't able, you know, to do anything.
And how long did it take to sharpen it?
I don't know. It depends on like where you want to go. So what stage you want to reach.
Okay.
So, but I was really motivated. It was also 2020. I was stuck in Scotland. I had nothing to do. And I was like, okay, I went to the Poundland.
Oh, Poundland, yeah.
So, and I bought brushes for £1 and paints for £1 and paper for £1. And I started painting because I really wanted to do it. Yeah. And yeah.
I believe
That's
you talked about this on a
Yes,
previous
I did.
podcast.
I did,
Yeah,
yeah.
about, was
Yeah,
it
we spoke
creativity?
about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And again, you practice it and you must do it.
Okay.
Seriously. Yeah. It's really, if you want to do it, it's easy. Yeah.
So you
You
should
enjoy
watch a
every second of
movie
it.
and paint.
Yes.
So those are your homework.
Okay. I just
And go
note it down.
to the zoo, you know?
And zoo, yeah.
Yeah.
Zoo. And yeah, we're gonna form a band. Yeah,
Sure.
think about that
A lot of
too.
things to do. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Another question. Do you think schools and universities prepare young people for future employment? Do schools these days give people the skills they need? And we had a podcast about this before, actually, where we talked about education and everyone hated my opinion, which was that I think you shouldn't learn humanities, even though I did humanities at school. And I love them. They're great subjects, but I
Mhm.
think kids should know how to fix cars,
Oh.
and how to
Something more practical. You know what I mean?
practical skills.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think people should be. This is my opinion. Everyone can disagree with it and say it's a crap opinion, but I think that humanities are hobbies.
Compared with the occupational school, you mean?
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, yeah, exactly. What do you guys think? Do you think no, we need to be learning? Because I did art at school. For
Literature.
A-level.
I did literature.
Exactly, and I really enjoyed it. Really fun. But what am I going to do with it after?
You don't have a title.
Exactly.
Come on.
Right? Yeah.
It doesn't have to be practical. So again, for example, you have a lot of subjects at school, and if you just, for example, again, go to mathematics, then physics, then chemistry, your brain is going to explode. I don't know. Again, all this, art or literature, it kind of gives you time to relax, probably.
Okay, yeah, I see that. Maybe that is a fair assessment.
Also, not everybody has a will to go and do something else after school. I mean, for example, a student goes to school, he learns, again, chemistry, physics, mathematics. So, and then that's it. He goes home and he doesn't do anything else. I mean, sometimes people have to be forced to do something to, I don't know, even some pleasant things, I guess. Okay.
Yeah.
I guess.
So you think like the humanities kind of stimulate the more practical skills by making people more relaxed?
Yeah, maybe. If there is not so much pressure, like you must read this book, and you must
summarize it.
Yeah.
Read War and Peace. Here's this big book. Relax.
Come on, it's not so big and it's kind of interesting.
I've never read it all.
Seriously.
Is it worth reading? Would you say?
Okay. Actually, about me, I read it because I was named after Natalie. So
okay.
My mom told me, okay, you are named after, Natalie in this book. And I was like, I must read it. And actually, there are some similarities between me and this character. Probably, it's like self-persuasion.
Doesn't take a lot of skill to read.
A lot of patience.
A lot of motivation.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, maybe in the after show we can talk about languages and the skills required to learn languages. So definitely stick by for that and subscribe to our channel, and you can become part of our after show chat community, as I mentioned at the start of this podcast. So you can find the details on the Big Apple School Telegram chat, and you can listen to the after show and get vocab lists. Also, check out our website, which is www.bigappleschool.com, where you can find more videos and podcasts and articles related to English. And of course, you can find more information about the courses we offer here at the Big Apple School. So that's it for today. We'll see you on the after show.
Thank you.
Thank
See you
you.
guys. See ya.